Actually, I thought it was a lot of fun. I was thinking it would be a little more, how should I say, kind of like a class with a lot of overwhelming technical information, but it was just, everything was really easy to pick up, and it breezed by, almost ended too quickly. So I think my favorite part was, well, see, I've got 3 lights, but we must have had about 100 lights here, so we all got to borrow, so I got to use up to 5, 6, 7 lights, and yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence and makes you want to go buy more lights. So we broke off into groups of about 4 or 5, and we all got to really put our heads together to look at a challenging room and share ideas, and tried some things I never would have thought of. So.
Actually, it's been a great workshop. I learned so much, and I'm really looking forward to taking my photography to a new level. I think the things I learned today are really going to help, and breaking up into smaller groups and working on specific parts of the house was really awesome. So, great workshop.
It was fantastic. The training was fantastic. Both men have different perspectives. They have a different way of achieving the same goals. And I learned more today that I've learned in the last 2 years of trying to do this myself. So it was well worth my time. I'm thrilled to have been here. My favorite part was collaborating with the other photographers that are here and discussing the methods that we were taught to do and figuring out how to do them together. It was great.
Honestly, I thought the workshop was fantastic. My buddy was here with me, and we were walking between the homes during the day, and we said, you know what, we got our money's worth in the morning. I actually would say I got my money's worth in the first hour, because there were things that I needed to know that you can only get by coming here. You're not going to read it online, you're not going to find it, you have to see it, you have to hear it firsthand, so I just absolutely loved it. My favorite part was actually watching them light a room. I know that it's a hands-on workshop and we spent a lot of time trying it, but when you're trying it, it doesn't look as good as when they try it. My favorite part was watching them do it. Because honestly, you learn a lot from watching people do it right. You don't learn quite as quickly when you're doing it wrong. But it was great really seeing them doing it. They set everything up and you're like, oh, so that's how it's done. Then we did get to practice. I guess if I really had to give you my favorite part, it was probably seeing our progression from lighting a bedroom and we're struggling to the next room to where it gets better, to the next room where it gets better, to the next room. We're like, you walk in, you're kind of like, flash goes there, put this here, bang, bang, bang. That's what's probably really my favorite part.
All right, so how do I feel about today? It was a wonderful experience, great day overall. I loved everything from the beginning till the end. It's kind of interesting because I told Scott and Thomas this, that when I first read about this, I knew that they were going to put on a great workshop, okay, because they're the guys in the industry that can do that. But what I really think took today to the next level was the whole hands-on aspect of it, because they put on a great workshop, and that's what we did in the morning, which, by the way, for me, and I'd said this to my friend Scott that was here with me, is that, you know, we really felt like we got our money's worth by 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, but then we actually got to go out and actually do this stuff and shoot inside homes, and that really kind of took it to the next level. My favorite parts were when we got to do the hands-on stuff. So we actually got up to go to a room and to light a room and to get Scott or Thomas to actually come into the room and look at our photos and say, ah, you nailed it, you got it. Because that meant that we were really learning something, and we actually did do it, and it was a progression. But my second favorite part was that when we didn't nail it, Scott and Thomas came into the room and they'd give us time to work on it, and then they'd look at it and they'd say, all right, you know, you're close, but look at this, change this, and that's really where I learned a whole lot today, was when I wasn't doing the right thing, and then they would come in and kind of tweak a couple of different things and help me out.